keep the music playing.
Today's news and weather is brought to you by the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill. The Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill features a full restaurant and bar, a huge outdoor concert stage, a giant outdoor TV screen, fire pits, a roof deck, washer pits, cornhole pits, inside and outside seating, and much more. Located at 511 8th Street, Waco, Texas 76706. Check out upcoming shows at backyardwaco.com.
From the News 10 Newsroom, I'm Keisha Lopez. The Texas Senate panel is moving forward with changes to a bill that would replace the STAR test. House Bill 4 proposes a shorter test to better support student learning. Kids would take the test at the beginning, middle, and end of the school year to track their progress. Now, the Senate's version differs. It keeps the required social studies test, which the House bill removes. The House would also grade students by comparing them to peers across the country. Meanwhile, the state uses a stricter scale. And a bill that bans all products containing THC is headed to Governor Greg Abbott's desk. Senate Bill 3 would only allow non-psychoactive cannabinoids like CBD. Supporters of the ban say the hemp industry has exploited a 2019 law allowing retailers to sell products with trace amounts of Delta 9 THC. If Abbott signs the bill, it takes effect September 1st. From the News 10 Newsroom, I'm Keisha Lopez.
Today is one of those days where it's a great idea to have that free KWTX weather app around and have notifications turned on, as we could be seeing a few different rounds of showers and thunderstorms today. Now, any storms that form could contain some very large hail, strong wind gusts, maybe a stray tornado, and some heavy rain as well. Storms are going to be moving in from the Metroplex this morning, but will they reach the entirety of central Texas? That is a big question today. We are expecting some of those storms to stall and fizzle out late this morning, and with a remnant boundary left over as we see some partial sunshine this afternoon. With temperatures in the lower 80s, we could see some more storms form this afternoon and stretching into the evening hours. From KWTX, I'm First Alert meteorologist Sean Bellafieri.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red lane, the bombs bursting in air, gave through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that
with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Memorial Day today on a Monday. A lot of people had great parties. No parties today in this rain. I don't think you're going to be heading out to the lake or grilling out today. Hopefully you had a great party on Saturday and Sunday. You took advantage of the good weather. Hey, we're back. I am back from a short vacation. My girlfriend, wife, fiance, Andrea, and I, along with Doug and Selena Eastland, went out to celebrate Selena's birthday in Palm Springs, California. We actually flew into Palm Springs, California, and then we stayed at a resort in Desert Springs, California. But anyway, it was about 101, 102 every day. But as we always say, when we're in the desert area, it was a dry heat. But I tell you what, even though it was a dry heat, I played 3 days worth of golf, and that second day we played later in the afternoon, and it was pretty brutal out there. But anyway, gorgeous part of our nation, beautiful. Either the guy said 105 or 115 golf courses in that Palm area, that valley area surrounded by mountains. Beautiful golf courses. I'll talk more about that. We'll show some pictures a little bit later on about that too. Coming up at 9 o'clock, Stormy Lee is going to be here to perform and sing some music. But we're going to start it off by talking about what today is other than Memorial Day. Today is Monday. Today is May 26th. Today is National Paper Airplane Day. I haven't made a paper airplane since I was a little bitty kid. But there's some people that take that really serious and make some really cool ones. I tell you what else is cool is to be inside of a stadium and somebody has one and see how far it will fly before it crashes into somebody's head. But anyway, National Blueberry Cheesecake Day. I love some blueberry. I like blueberries. I'm a blueberry guy, and blueberries are very good for you as well. Today is World Dracula Day. Have no clue. You know, it seems like it would be World Dracula Day in Transylvania, but not World Redhead Day. Today, if you're a redhead, it's your day. You know what they say? Red on the head? Anyway, World Redhead Day. National Cherry Dessert Day. So anything that has cherries. And I was surprised to learn that in the area that I just got back from over there in that Palm Desert area, there are communities and they grow cherries over there. It's supposed to be great cherries. Anyway, National Cherry Dessert Day. I love cherries. Memorial Day, of course, is the main reason for the holiday. Today is a holiday. And it's one of those holidays, and I'll share my personal opinion right here. I've always, even back when Jim and I did the radio show, I would say this on the radio, and I'll say it now. I just don't think it's right to commercialize a day like Memorial Day with sheet sales and bed sales and whatever, TV sales, furniture, Memorial Day sale, come buy this furniture. I just don't think that's a right thing to do. This is a day today, and I'll tell you the official definition of Memorial Day. And remember, today is not Veterans Day. Veterans Day is a totally different day, different time. Memorial Day is this. It is observed on the last Monday in the month of May. Memorial Day honors U.S. military personnel who died in service to our nation. They died in service, serving our country, whether it be in Army, Navy, Marine Corps, Coast Guard, Air Force, whatever it might be. If you lost a loved one, a husband, a wife, grandfather, brother, sister, whoever it might be, today is a day to remember them and fly your flag. Let's see what else about it. Originally known as Decoration Day. I don't know if you knew that or not, but Memorial Day was originally called Decoration Day, and it began right after the Civil War. Became a federal holiday in 1971. 1971. I'm trying to think of who was president in 71. Do you remember? I know Nixon was president in the 70s. It could have been Nixon. Richard, Tricky Dick. I am not a crook. Anyway. Yeah. I'm talking to Kevin over here. Kevin's over here. Give me a sound effect, Kevin. And, this talking about the Civil War, it all started after the Civil War. That is one of the worst, most brutal, useless, brothers fighting brothers, cousins fighting cousins, war ever. It's just amazing. And the number of people that died, Americans fighting Americans. I don't care, South, North, whatever. We were Americans fighting Americans, and it was just a terrible time in our nation. Terrible time. And it bugs me when I see people trying to, glorify that time. It's terrible. I'm going to look up the figure of how many people died. But anyway, today is Memorial Day. Fly your flag. Let's remember that very important day today. Not Veterans Day, Memorial Day. All right, we're going to change it up just a little bit. No guests this morning. We're going to kind of change up the show just a bit. We're going to try to play a few more music videos in the morning, the first hour, and we're going to stick with the live music in the second hour. And I've got some great musicians lined up. Stormy Lee is going to be on today. And then here's the lineup for the rest of the week. You might want to jot this down. Monty Rose will be here tomorrow. Townie Adams, my buddy Townie, is going to be here on Wednesday. Another guy that's been around a while, and I can't wait to have him back on the show. Last time, I think it was a radio show I had him on. But Brett Hendricks is going to be on, and Noah Derrick will be on Friday. So a lineup of great musicians will play in the 9 o'clock hour. But anyway, we're going to try to just chit-chat, kind of move things around a bit, and play more music videos in the first hour. I'll come back and I'm going to talk about this little vacation to Palm Springs, about golf and food. We'll show some slides. Kind of reminds me, we were driving back from the airport from DFW, and we were talking about the show today, what it was going to be like. And I said, it kind of like Aunt Wanda, and I do have an Aunt Wanda. Aunt Wanda was the traveler of the family when I was a little kid. And she would go to Mexico. I remember she'd go to Monterrey, Mexico. And anyway, Aunt Wanda would come back, and we'd all go to my grandmother's house, and we would sit in the living room, very tiny living room if I remember, and she would get out the screen and have the carousel Kodak with the slideshow, and she would stand there with her little clicker, and that thing go, and she'd explain it. So this morning is dedicated to my Aunt Wanda, who just had a birthday, by the way. She really did. Anyway, we're going to show some crazy pictures and talk about it, but we're going to kick it off with our first music video here on the Zach Owens Show, brought to you by Weichert Realtors, the Eastland Group, and also my friends at Be Kind Coffee over on Washington Avenue. Great pastries, homemade bagels there. Also my friends at Mike's Car Care Center over on Sanger Avenue, and Jack of All Trades Employment Services. Thank you so much for being a sponsor. Music time, music video.
potatoes cooking in the kitchen on Sunday after church. She's humming along with the gospel station on the radio while she works. And through the house you can hear her voice, brother, to the front porch swing. You could hear her choke up when the preacher mentioned Martin Luther King. It was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful thing. Well, it seemed like she lived with us most of the time, but she kept her place cross town. Daddy picked her up in his big black Lincoln, all the neighbors, they come out. She said, oh, Mr. Robert Earl, son, well, you've been so good to me. Hey, Daddy hugged her neck, said whatever you need. Daddy, you're part of my family. It was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful thing. Just a little boy. She'll hold my hand and we sing together. You are my sunshine and my joy. I said, oh, Miss Victoria, honey, what can I say? Hey, that black old lady was my best friend, made me who I am today. It was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful thing. She was born in 1897 on Louisiana, Texas line. And she lived a damn near 90-something, not a sick day in her life. When she passed, it hit us hard, brother, we all felt the pain. Hey, her funeral was black and white, but our tears were all the same. It was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful thing.
Back live at the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill. Good to be back after a short vacation. Took a little time off. Needed, I'm a traveling kind of guy, and I get restless. It's really funny. Andrea asked me, I don't know, a month ago or something. She goes, golly, we haven't been anywhere. We haven't been on vacation in so long. And I go, honey, we were in Hawaii in February. She goes, oh, yeah. We kind of, we need to get out of town about every 2 or 3 months, take a vacation trip. And I got some great vacations coming up. Anyway, this trip was, flew into Palm Springs, California, and then we stayed about 25 minutes away in Palm Desert, California. And there's other little towns right in that area. There's La Quinta, there is Indian Wells, just other communities that fill up that valley. I mean, almost completely surrounded by mountains. Great place, great desert town community there. But had a chance to eat some great food, play some great golf. Not so great on my part, but just a fun time. We started off playing golf in Indian Wells. And this golf course was one of the most beautiful courses. A lot of people judge, you look at Augusta golf course. In Augusta, in Georgia, is ooh la la, flowers everywhere. And this course was like that, flowers everywhere. everywhere, around the fairways, around the tee boxes, around the greens. Just a beautiful knockout course. Now, there are 105 to 115 golf courses in that little area. I mean, there's golf courses on every corner. Some places you look, there's one there. There, as opposed to Waco, we've got in the city limits of Waco. I think we've got 2 or 3 in the city limits. Then we got Bear Ridge 3. I'm going to say 4 golf courses in the Waco area, immediate Waco area. 115. Now, some of them are private, but anyway, long story short, we only got to play 3 of them, and Indian Wells was by far the most beautiful course that we played on. We also got to play at the JW Marriott course, which was great, and then we played another course that was a Marriott course, and that was called Shadow Ridge, and it was beautiful too. Very well landscaped, all of them very well landscaped, and very green. Unbelievable to be in the desert and have it so green. Guy was saying that there is this aquifer, and he had a name for it, that is underground, that is as large as Lake Mead and supplies all the water from underneath. Okay, they got to get it from somewhere. But anyway, had a great time playing golf out there. Fun time. And shot good, shot bad, shot in between. It was just a fun time over there in Palm Desert, Palm Springs area, California. Also ate some great food. Oh, my gosh. When we got there and we unloaded our baggage at our room at the resort, we asked the Uber driver, we said, hey, we want to go eat lunch somewhere. And the guy goes, oh, you've got to have lunch at, do you like sandwiches, is what he said. And we said, sure. And he said, oh, man, he said, you got to go to Sherman's Deli. Sherman's Deli. And I said, okay. One of my favorite things is a Reuben sandwich. I'm a huge Reuben lover. I love Reubens. And, the sauerkraut and the dressing and whatever. And he takes us to Sherman's Deli, and it reminded me of a lot like Katz's Deli, famous in New York. Not quite as big a sandwich, but still huge sandwich. Family there, Jewish family, I believe, owns that deli, and it was so good. And then one night was Selena's birthday. We went to Mastro's. And if you've never heard or been to a Mastro's restaurant, I first learned about Mastro's many years ago in Scottsdale, Arizona. That was the birthplace, and a local man started Mastro's. And he had a couple of locations around Scottsdale. And then he had started a second chain that was called Ocean Club. And there was 1 or 2 locations of Ocean Club too. Anyway, they were bought out by Landry's, the Landry's Corporation, down out of Houston and Tillman. And he bought it all out, expanded, and they've got Mastro's all over the United States now. It's a very good steakhouse, excellent fish and steak. Anyway, went to Mastro's and had a great dinner for her birthday. We had great lunch at a hole in the wall. Andrea says, I found this place on Google, and we're going to go eat lunch. It's called the Lunch Box. Well, of course it is. And we go into a little industrial area, and it looks like how you would go in and you would rent a portable building. It looked like it was in a portable. Turned out to be a great lunch. Really good sandwiches in there, but nothing but great food. And then we go to a place everybody call it Nemo's locally. Hey, you got to go to Nemo's, but it's actually, I think we'll get the picture up here. I think it's called Mamino's or Mamininos or something. You can see the picture of the front of the restaurant, and it'll have it. There it is, Mamino's. But everybody there called it Minos. Anyway, great Italian. And I get a little story about that. We're driving in the Uber, heading over to actually another Italian restaurant. And the Uber driver goes, oh, you don't want to go there. you want to go to Mamino's. And we go, okay. He says, it's Italian family, owns it locally. The family works there, and everybody loves it. All right. It's right across the street from the other one we were going to go to, and it was wonderful, very authentic. One of my favorite Italian dishes is piccata, veal piccata. And if you've never had veal piccata, it's very thin, lightly pan-fried veal, and it's covered in a piccata sauce, which is capers, lemon. I like lemon, and I like the tartness of that and the saltiness of the capers. But anyway, veal piccata just was off the charts, was so good. Everything was good about that place. So we ate a lot. I get back to town on Saturday night. We flew in, and I get on the scales. I'd gained just over 2 pounds. I thought, that's pretty good. I walked, I played golf. I probably knocked off 3 or 4 pounds doing that. But anyway, all in all, a great trip. Happy birthday, Selena, Eastland. We had a great time with Doug and Selena. Just a wonderful time. Laid out by the swimming pool. And as I mentioned earlier, it was sunshine and about 102 every day. Did get a little hotter than that, but a great time. All right, we're going to take a short commercial break. We'll come back, and I want to talk to you about the Skyway, the tram that we took up to the top of the mountain. I told you mountains surround the valley right there. Kind of reminded me of the mountains of like Salt Lake City, if you ever flown in there and surrounded. But anyway, we'll talk more about that. We got a crazy show today with some great music for you from Stormy Lee coming up after 9 o'clock on Memorial Day. Now, I know it's raining out there, but please try and fly your American flags today on this Memorial Day as we salute those that made the ultimate sacrifice for our nation. I'm telling you, today is the day. So anyway, we're going to take a short commercial break. We'll come back. We got Nashville Cat. Find out what's happening with the nitty gritty from Music City. Hang in there. Stick around.
Today's edition of Nashville Cat on the Zach Owen Show Live is brought to you by Be Kind Coffee. Be Kind Coffee's ultimate goal is to promote kindness. 1534 Washington Avenue. Sit down and stay a while. Be Kind Coffee is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. BeKindCoffeeCrew.com.
Kenny Chesney opened his residency at Sphere in Vegas this weekend. The massive wraparound screen took fans deep sea diving through a shipwreck with sharks and schools of fish, then above the water to some pirate ships. As the sea tossed, the seats vibrated and moved, and several fans said they felt nauseated. Kenny wasn't able to go out into the audience like he usually does, so he settled for palm-slapping people in the front section. Morgan Wallen, Post Malone, and Zach Bryan are up for All Genre Artist of the Year at tonight's American Music Awards on CBS. Blake Shelton and Lainey Wilson will perform. And finally, Tim McGraw reveals the last 6 months he's had 3 back surgeries and a double knee replacement. He's been doing a lot of rehab and is slowly getting back to normal. I'm Nashville Cat on the Zach Owen Show.
Are you ready to take your real estate career to the next level? Whether you're a seasoned pro or just getting started, Weichert Realtors, the Eastland Group, is the place for you. At Weichert, we provide cutting-edge technology, personalized coaching and training, proven systems to help you succeed, all in a positive, drama-free atmosphere. Our team is more than just a real estate brokerage. We're a family dedicated to growth, support, and real results. Call us today to schedule a meeting or visit theeastlandgroup.com to learn more.
Are you a business looking for great employees or a Central Texan ready to get to work? Since 1986, Jack of All Trades has connected local companies with the best people in town. With nearly 40 years of recruiting experience, we help you succeed, whether you're hiring or job hunting. One call to Jack of All Trades puts the right people in the right place. Follow the job leader, Jack of All Trades Personnel Services.
Mike's Car Care provides honest and professional automotive repair and auto maintenance services to the people of Waco and surrounding areas. Come by and visit our clean and professional shop. Mike's Car Care, open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. We're located at 4715 Sanger Avenue. Call us at 254-732-1202 or visit us on the web at mikescarcarewaco.com.
Get paid faster with Bill, the easiest way to send, receive, and manage your payments. No more delays, no more hassle. Whether you're a freelancer or a business, Bill makes payments seamless and secure, simple, fast, and reliable. Sign up today at Bill.com. Overwhelmed by your inbox? Clean Email is here to help. Organize, clean, and manage your emails with powerful automation tools. Say goodbye to spam and clutter and enjoy a stress-free inbox. Try Clean Email today at cleanemail.com. That's CLEAN email.com. Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Combine that with OrganicHemp.com's top quality CBD for ultimate balance. Start your healing journey today at GlobalHealing.com and OrganicHemp.com. Unlock a world of convenience with Mully Box, your one-stop solution for personalized subscription boxes delivered right to your door. Each box is tailored to your taste. Experience the joy of surprises. Subscribe today at mullybox.com. That's MULLYBOX.com. At Tusain's, we understand that maintaining a healthy lifestyle can be challenging, especially in today's fast-paced world. That's why our mission is to make fitness accessible to everyone, anywhere. Committed to excellence, we adopt a user-centric approach guided by ergonomics and medical science. With a team of seasoned professionals in R&D, design, and manufacturing, we prioritize quality across our entire product line. Visit Tusains.com today and start your journey to better health. That's TOUSAINS.com.
At Open Goal USA, we're revolutionizing training for both soccer and lacrosse with our innovative portable rebounders. Perfect for players of all ages and skill levels, our rebounders improve accuracy, control, and technique in both sports. Built with premium materials for durability and ease of use, they're ideal for training anywhere, anytime. Whether you're perfecting your soccer game or sharpening your lacrosse skills, Open Goal USA has you covered. Visit OpenGoAAALUSA.com and elevate your training today.
Relax with Hemp Delicious. Organically grown hemp, massively blended with delicious organic herbs, responsibly sourced for their holistic benefits. Each sip offers calming, antioxidant-rich wellness. Brewed just for you. Sip the calm with Hemp Delicious. Find your blend at hempdelicious.com.
Introducing Muck-Off's classic pink bike cleaner, powered by revolutionary nanotechnology that breaks down dirt and grime on a microscopic level while protecting your bike's delicate finish. Developed by our mad developer Alex and tested by riders, our products are made by riders for riders. Discover more at us.muc-off.com, where we break the mold to bring you the best in bike care.
Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. The woman just left, took all the reason been working for. Don't you try and stop me, 'cause I'm walking out the door. You can take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. Well, I've been working in this factory for now 15 years. I've seen that woman of mine drowning in a pool of tears. I've seen a lot of good folk die, they had a lot of bills to pay. But I'd give the shirt right off of my back if I had the guts to say, take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. The woman just left, took all the reason I've been working for. Don't you try and stop me, 'cause I'm walking out the door. And you can take this job and shove it, I ain't working here no more. Well, the foreman, he's a regular dog. The line boss, he's a fool. He's got a flat top haircut, honey, hey, the boy thinks he's cool. One of these days I'm gonna blow my stack, that sucker, he's gonna pay. Well, I can't wait till I get the nerve to walk up to him and say, take this job and shove it, I ain't working here no more. The woman just left, took all the reason in working for. Don't you try and stop me, 'cause I'm walking out the door. You can take this job and shove it, I ain't working here no more. Take this job and shove it, I ain't working here no more. Yeah, all right. Yeah.
You know, that's the kind of hat that you need on a day like today with all the rain. You don't need an umbrella. You just got the hat. The hat. Johnny Paycheck and a classic there. We're live at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill, Zach Owens Show, Monday, Memorial Day. Back from a week of vacation. Big thanks to Jim, the Avocado Alvarado, for filling in last week, and all of those folks that came in, the guests and the musicians. Thank you so much for coming in. And Jim, thanks. You did a great job as usual. We got a lot of great music lined up for you the rest of the week. Stormy Lee. Now, Stormy, I think somehow we must have planned this, knowing it was going to be a stormy day. So let's have Stormy Lee on the show. We've got him coming up after 9 a.m. with some great music for you. Today, Memorial Day. It's a day to remember. It's not Veterans Day. So many people get this confused, and they start posting pictures. My Uncle Jack served in the Air Force. Okay, that's not it. It's those that have died in a conflict, in a battle, in a war. Doesn't have to be combat related. It can be related in some other way of being killed, but you died in that war. I was looking at just unbelievable stats. The Civil War still has the record number of Americans, because it was Americans on both sides killing each other. Terrible. Did you know that just over 425 Americans died every day of the Civil War? 425 a day died from that. Terrible. World War II, I think, was second, but well over a million people gave their lives serving our nation in one way or another, men and women, whether it's in the Air Force, the Marines, the Navy, the U.S. Army, the Coast Guard. And nowadays we got, what do we got? The Space Force? Space Force is part of it too. Anyway, today, Memorial Day, remember those that made the ultimate sacrifice for our great nation. Rainy day today. Back to the trip, our little vacation getaway. It was a dual purpose vacation. Number one, just kind of get away and relax a little bit. Number two, Selena's birthday. Number three, we want to go play golf. I think her birthday gave us a reason to go play golf. You know, oh, honey, I'm going to take the clubs with me. Had a great time. But again, there we go. There's me and Doug Eastland about to tee off. Don't we look? You know what they say about golf? Also, they say it about snow skiing. You may not be a good golfer or a good skier, but by God, dress like it. So there we are, our nice golf shirts and our golf shoes. I had to put my hat on later. It got pretty warm up on that dome up there. But anyway, one of the other things we got to do, one day we decided to go up into the mountains and ride the tram, the big aerial tram, huge car. You know, you think of a gondola of holding maybe 4 or 8 people. This held about 50 people in each car. It was huge cars. And we went up the mountain. I think it was just shy of 9,000 feet. Now, I know that's high because back in September, we were in Switzerland, and we went up on top of a mountain, and it was just over 7,000 feet, and it was way up there. So this was just under 9,000 feet. Took the tram, and it seemed at one point we were going straight up, but we were more angled there than it just felt like you're going straight up. And what was cool about these tram cars, and I'd never been in one like this, it was somewhat circular, and in the middle, or inside the car, not the middle, but inside the car, was a metal floor. In the very middle of the car, was the driver, and he stood in the middle and pushed the buttons and drove. Well, he's standing still, but the whole floor rotates around, so everybody gets to view that's something you might have missed from the other side. But it's really neat. So you're turning this way while it's going this way. Great experience. Got to the top, had a great restaurant, bar up at the top, and of course your souvenir shop. Get your souvenir snow globe at the top. But had a great time going up. Here's some pictures here of just looking out over the valley. That's a picture over the mountain and all the green trees. I don't know if there's a picture, I don't think there is, but of the side we came up on, there's nothing. I mean, it is desert and mountains, and you just get over the top and there's those beautiful green trees everywhere. But had a great time. Dropped 20 degrees from the time we got in the tram to the top. It dropped 20 degrees. It was so nice. But great time over in Palm Springs, Desert Springs, Indian Wells, that whole area. Had a great time. Thanks to all the friendly people. One night, we decided to go to a restaurant, a locally owned restaurant called The Nest, N-E-S-T. Great food, steaks, and I believe that the family that owned it, and they were working, the sons and daughters were working there, but I believe they must have been somehow maybe Hungarian or something, because they had goulash, stuffed cabbage, things like that on the menu, as well as steaks and seafood and so forth. Then after you ate dinner, right next door was a bar. And I'm going to say it wasn't a very big bar, a lot smaller than what's in here, probably maybe half the size of in this room right here. But that was the place that every Uber driver said, you got to go. That's the party spot at night. And it was. We went on a Friday night, and they had a live band that played. These guys played, I guarantee you they played 3 hours straight, never took a break. Everything from Lionel Richie to Jimmy Buffett. It was just, these guys were great. There was a keyboard player that sang, a saxophone player, and a bongo player. Yes, bongos. But this was, you got to remember now over there, I think the average age is probably 75. And this club, the whole club turns into a dance place. So there's not just a dance floor. It just becomes dancing. And I think I danced, or at least bobbed my head for 2 hours, going like this. But that night there were probably 30 or 40 older women that had a lot of work done to them in there to pick up young guys. These are rich people now. And then there was probably 30 or 40 old guys looking to pick up young women. And then there was probably 30 or 40 very young 21, 22-year-old girls out partying. So this place was a mix from 21 to 91 was the age group there at the Nest. And so if you ever want to have fun and see all ages partying together and having a good time, the Nest is the place to go over in Indian Wells. All right, music video time. Let's do that. Find out which one that Kevin has picked. Kevin's in charge. Kevin is the producer, director, whatever you want to call. What would you call yourself? You can't say that on the radio or the TV. Kevin has selected a music video. We'll be right back. Kick it off, Kevin. Push that button right there. There you go. That's the one.
Billy Joe Shaver was a friend of mine. I used to see him around Waco all the time. I always had a good story. And there's always a story when it comes to Billy. Sad to say, I was one that actually had to help bury him. I mean, I picked up a shovel, and they said we bury our own. They meant it, so we all did that for Billy. So I wrote this song about this day that I laid a friend of mine down. When Billy Joe left this world, he left some of his magic behind. Part of the last steps, he asked me before about my boots being white. I didn't know I'd be one pitching dirt, standing with the family, the brothers that were earned. I sang at the funeral of Billy Joe Shaver, heard Tandy Tucker sing acapella. I played lead guitar with another good fella. Listen to Chris Lowe sing Amazing Grace. I think about cranking my ragged old truck. When it caught my head, I had pressed my luck. But there's one thing that I know. Well, that was Billy Joe. I held that pearl-handled piece, the infamous one that you know. And Billy, he stopped by my house after his funeral. Then half my sandwich ended up on the floor. I just laughed and smiled, it was what I was looking for. I sang at the funeral of Billy Joe Shaver, heard Tandy Tucker sing acapella, playing lead guitar with another good fella. Listen to Chris Lowe sing Amazing Grace. I think about cranking my ragged old truck. When it caught my head, I had pressed my luck. But there's one thing that I know. Well, that was Billy Joe. But there's one thing that I know. Well, that was Billy Joe.
That is David. He's been on our show before, sang a couple of songs. I recognize that beard from anywhere. Hey, here we are. We're live at the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill, downtown Waco, where they're always having great entertainment for you. Later this week, we'll get Chris, or actually, we're trying to get Brian on. Brian Brown, something special coming up real soon is the 30-year anniversary of Sloppy Joe, and they're going to be doing a full band big throwdown here. I believe it's May 31st, but we'll get information about that and some other concerts that are coming up. And Brian was on a 2-week cruise. He did a back-to-backer where he was on one ship, came back, and then got on another ship. I'm a cruising guy, too. I've got a cruise coming up July 31st, that 15-day trip over to Greece, Croatia, Italy, all that. We're so excited. And a reminder, put it down, less than 1 year away. That'll be May 11th. May 11th. That's going to be trip number 46 of the Zach and Jim Travel Club. Going to be going to a beautiful all-inclusive beach resort in Turks and Caicos. We'll have the price details coming up the 1st of July. That's when we get the official numbers. Usually about 10 months before the trip. That's when you can lock things in. So mark it down, though. May 11th, a week over in Turks and Caicos. Going to be a fun time. All right, let's wrap up talking about Palm Springs and Palm Desert. There was a beautiful JW Marriott. We stayed in the Marriott Desert Springs Resort, and right next door was a JW Marriott. And what was unique, and I've got a picture here to show you, was inside the lobby was a little bar, and then there's a lake with big glass walls. You can see it right there. And those are boats down there. And you would get on the boat. It would hold maybe 6 people, I think. And the boat would take you from the lobby over to the restaurant. There's a lake outside. So that wall opens up, the boat goes out. Really cool. Really neat. And then out back there, not only a lake, but a huge swimming pool area. So if you're ever out in the Palm Desert area, JW Marriott, great place. They threw a big concert one night, and they were rocking it out over there. We could hear them at our resort. We were probably, you could walk over. It's very close. Same property. Pickleball courts separated us. We watched some heated pickleballers out there getting crazy, with that. If you don't know what pickleball is, Google it for you folks out there. Anyway, we've got Stormy Lee coming up. He's got some music for us in the 9 o'clock hour. I want to talk to you about Mike's Car Care Center. My friends at Mike's, whether it's an oil change, whether it's a brake job, transmission overhaul. We call it the old tranny overhaul there. Mike's Car Care Center on Sanger Avenue. Call Mike, and Mike will take care of you. Whether it's, a lot of people don't know who to use when it comes to car care. Can you trust them? Do they do the right job the first time? Do they do it at a good price? Well, you can trust my friends at Mike's Car Care. They're located on Sanger Avenue, as I mentioned, 732-1202. 732-1202 is the phone number. Tell Mike that I said I like Mike. No, that's a different commercial, isn't it, I think? What it is. Anyway, give them a try. Today, again, is Memorial Day. Not only is it Memorial Day, but it's also National Paper Airplane Day, National Blueberry Cheesecake Day, World Dracula Day. Who knew? The greatest Dracula was Bela Lugosi. I don't know how many Dracula movies you've ever seen, but Bela Lugosi, the old actor, was the best. World Redhead Day, National Cherry Dessert Day, and of course Memorial Day, which is observed on the last Monday of May. It was originally known as Decoration Day. It began right after the Civil War took place, and it officially became a federal holiday in 1971. You know what we got right now? We got the bad joke of the day. We're going to do the bad joke of the day, and then we're going to roll another music video, and then we'll come back, and we will have live music at the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill, all brought to you by Weichert Realtors, the Eastland Group. And probably tomorrow, I have a new listing to talk about. Just got it up into MLS over the weekend when I got back. Beautiful 4-bedroom, 3-bath, and a well-established, quiet neighborhood. Beautiful big trees in the front and back. This is a nice, nice home. I used to live about 2 blocks away, and it is a great neighborhood. Convenient to shopping, your grocery store, restaurants, parks, so much. And I'll get you details on that coming up tomorrow. The Eastland Group, Weichert Realtors, that's our real estate company. And I am the realtor. Woo! Buy or sell. I don't know why the hell I went. It's much better, much better. I can actually make that noise if I had to. But anyway, here we go. Bad joke of the day, and then we're going to roll into a music video. Then we'll come back live with music from Stormy Lee. Here's the bad joke. And Stormy, y'all got to laugh, whether it's funny or not, okay? What do you call a cow that has a twitch? Beef jerky. Woo! Beef jerky. The cow has a twitch. All right, music video time. Back with Stormy Lee after this.
My mom's daddy was around another man. Taught his kids how to live up off the land. And though times were tough, his love never faded. Taught me how to be a better man. Well, I give some more time instead of saying goodbye. What I didn't have in this world, now it's just a picture on the wall. No one left that I can call. No one there on the other line. And though I know he's not at home, God, I don't wanna feel alone. So I try to hold time. And what I give for one more chance to go see that old dear sand and listen to them ramble about the world. And go grab some old cane poles and head to the fishing hole. Try to catch enough for the fish fry. Well, I give some more time instead of saying goodbye. And what I didn't have in this world, now it's just a picture on the wall. No one left that I can call. No one there on the other line. And though I know he's not at home, God, I don't wanna feel alone. So I try to call time. That's the story my daddy told about the man before him. Till now, I never really understand. 'Cause now he's just a picture on the wall. No one left that I can call. No one there on the other line. Though I know he's not at home, God, I don't wanna feel alone. So I try to
was looking at this table tent, thus the name tent, table tent. New flavor, spiked refresher, still bubble free, Kevin. Right here, bubble free. It's bubblicious. Here we are at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill, and we have got Stormy Lee, and I don't know how the hell we planned this to have storms going the day you're on the show.
Yeah, and that was some serious.
It was meant to be, right?
Rain.
I guess so.
I was thinking the same way, same thing.
So you drove up I-35. How was the drive this morning?
Well, when I left Killeen, I feel like it rained about 2 inches in 30 minutes, and I'm probably not joking either. The sides of the highways were almost overflowing onto the highway when I pulled out. So it was about 45 mile an hour all the way past Temple.
Yeah, I have the car that I had for many, many years. I got a hit and run about a month ago or so and totaled it out. And so I have a new car, and I have not driven it in rain like this. So, you get in a new vehicle, completely different brand, and you're trying to figure out how does it react to hitting water coming in. So, yeah, you combine that with it raining. It was a pretty tough morning. Right now it's stopped, but it looks like it says 100% chance of rain until, say, 1 o'clock, and then it drops to 50% chance of rain. But we need the water. We need the rain.
That was great. Good rain. Very good.
We do. Well, tell us a little bit about you, Stormy. Where are you from, and a little bit about you and your family?
So I was born and raised in Killeen. Got a lot of family in the area. My family's lived in Topsy since 1925, which is on the other side of Cove. And then my grandpa sold some land, and he built a trailer park right next to Killeen High School in 1976, and we've lived in that trailer park up until this day still.
Wow, that's crazy. So how did you get interested in music?
Well, I was always in choir growing up. So my sister was in choir. She's older than me, and when I went into sixth grade, I think it was, you had to pick either band, shop, or choir. So I was like, well, she did choir. She was pretty good at it, and my mom played piano and sang, so that's what I went for. I didn't really want to play an instrument at the time, so I guess that was my first introduction into music, and did that all the way through high school. And then I also liked writing, creative writing, not writing, I guess creative writing. So once I figured out, and got into songwriting, I figured out that I probably need to learn how to play guitar. And then that's led to, I guess, to where we are today.
Yeah, that writing part, that's where the money is. So
if you can find it, yes.
Yeah, that's right. All right, I tell you what, Stormy, let's jump into it now. Let's do some live music here at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill. Stormy Lee.
All right, this is a song I wrote. It's called Sunday Driving. This is the title track. I do have an album out. This is the title track off of that. Some things I know and there's some things I don't. Some things I'll never understand. There's silver and gold, but why do they want to put that ring on that lady's hand? We don't need no ring so everyone can see we are so in love. There wouldn't be a thing but a sad memory, a push come to shove. I wanna rock in my chair, I wanna go Sunday driving, listen to a Willie and barely get by. And I hope I find some land, an honest woman to work in band. And I hope we play all across Texas. Oh, we play all across Texas, oh yeah. I grow old, but the reasons that I won't outnumber the reasons that I will. The way the world's a moving, earthquake, soul, and war proving the world will surely end someday. So me, I've been living, taking chances I've been given, in case I don't grow old. And who's to say if I didn't wake today, my music would be dead and gone. I wanna rock in my chair, I wanna go Sunday driving, listen to a Willie and barely get by. And I hope I find some land, honest woman, a working band. I hope we play all across Texas. Oh, we play all across Texas. 'Cause a hole in the water, it can't wash away the blood that's been spilled in foreign soil. Who says money will be enough? We can walk down the street and get blown up by the bus, or someone can pull the trigger. So I rock in my chair and I go Sunday driving, listen to old Merle, and I barely get by. And I hope I find some land, honest woman, a working band. I hope we play all across Texas. Oh, we play all across Texas, oh yeah.
Thank you. Stormy Lee, great song right there.
Appreciate it.
I like that. Yeah, let's go back to talking about a little bit about writing and creative. And do you find it comes in spurts, or does something hit you every day, or?
No, I'm definitely not. Some people like to write, or some people have to write, like a song a day, and I'm pretty much the opposite of that. I'm more write by inspiration, I guess you'd say. Because if I'm not writing with inspiration, it's probably not going to be as good of a song if I'm just trying to write a song versus be inspired, already have a lick in my head from something and then build on it. But most of the time I don't sit down and say, all right, I'm going to write a song. That's just not my style.
I asked this a couple of weeks ago. Are you a visual guy? In other words, do you see something and it makes you think of I'm going to write something to that? Or is it something you hear, or both?
It's probably both. And I would throw feel in there too. Sometimes it's neither you can see it or
a heartbreak.
Right. Sometimes you can just feel it, or a feeling, or or a place, a place you're in. But yeah, it can be, I think, like Ray Wiley Hubbard, I feel like he always talks about inspiration, and I feel like he can draw inspiration from almost anything, and if you're looking for it, and sometimes you're not looking for it, but you can draw inspiration from a lot of things,
Is there anybody out there right now that you follow, that you like to listen to, or listen to their the way they write or something?
Well, there's probably a bunch of people. I just get inspired by good songs, story writing songs, or or stuff like that. But there's so many of them out there. Ray Wiley Hubbard's one of them. He's old school, very lyrical, very unique style also.
One of the old, he's original Texas music, Right. Hey,
very nice guy too.
I don't know. Are you much on old classic country? Do you have an old favorite from the past? A lot of guys will say Merle Haggard.
Yeah, I like Merle Haggard. He's probably one of the better writers of the average man, you know. I mean, I feel like an average Joe is Merle Haggard's your guy, you know.
Yeah.
Which I guess all of them were, but I feel like he was a little less outlaw, but a little more average Joe guy, you know.
Yeah. Well, here's some things, Stormy, that happened on this date in country music history, and we're going to share this with the audience this morning. Back in 1953, Hank Williams, "Take These Chains From My Heart," was #1 on the country charts. I really don't recall that song. "Take These Chains From My Heart." 1962, Claude King had a crossover hit called Wolverton Mountain. Remember that old "Don't Go Up on Wolverton Mountain"? That was #1 on the charts. 1968, Merle Haggard. He appears on the Ed Sullivan Show. He sang "The Legend of Bonnie and Clyde." 1973, Dolly Parton scored a #1 hit with "Touch Your Woman." I don't remember that one either. I don't know why, but usually you remember #1s, but I don't remember that one. 2003, jumping way ahead, country legend Jimmy Rogers is honored with a U.S. postage stamp that had his picture on it. And in 2010, Carrie Underwood performs "Undo It" live for the first time on American Idol. So there you go. Some things that happened on this date in country music history. Stormy Lee is making history right now here on the Zach Owen Show. We'll get more music from Stormy. We'll take a short break, and we'll be right back.
Dive into adventure with Scuba.com, your ultimate destination for top-tier scuba and snorkeling gear. With over 20 years of experience, our expert staff, who've dived everywhere from the Galapagos to the Maldives, provides personalized advice to help you find the perfect gear for any underwater journey. Shop leading brands like GoPro, Aqualung, and Scuba Pro. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, trust Scuba.com for the best in diving equipment and expert guidance. Explore now at Scuba.com. That's SCUBA.com. Scuba.com. BizChair.com, your one-stop shop for premium commercial furniture that blends quality with affordability. From ergonomic office chairs to durable restaurant seating, we cater to diverse industries including corporate, medical, hospitality, and education. With over 20 years of experience, we offer fast shipping, exceptional customer support, and furniture solutions that stand up to high-traffic environment. Elevate your space with BizChair's vast selection of stylish, reliable, and cost-effective furniture. Visit us today at BizChair.com to transform your business. At Mitzi, we believe the right light can transform any space. Born from a third-generation lighting family, we craft beautifully designed, premium lighting that's made to be affordable. Inspired by Grandma Mitzi's eclectic style, we're on a mission to make high-quality lighting accessible to all. Whether you're updating your space or adding a unique fixture, Mitzi has the perfect design for you. Beautiful, well-made lighting without the high price tag. Discover your perfect light at Mitzi.com. That's MITZI.com. Mitzi. Founded in 1910, Samsonite is the world leader in durable, high-quality luggage and travel accessories. Made to the highest standards, our products won't let you down. We give you the confidence to get out there and explore. Inspired by the past, devoted to the present, and built to inspire a multi-generational future, Samsonite is here to elevate your journey. Travel with Samsonite and pack confidence every step of the way. Shop now at shop.samsonite.com. The grinder mentality that Randy and Brent Habert built into 44 Pro runs deep within our team. Every member shares a passion for the craft, the game, and most importantly, the player. When you step onto the field with a 44 Pro custom glove, you'll feel the difference. It's not just a glove, it's a 44 Pro. Crafted with dedication, made for performance, and built to last. Get your custom glove today at 44pro.com and experience the 44 Pro difference. That's 44pro.com, 44 Pro. Golf Partner, the world's largest golf store network, offers more purchasing opportunities than anywhere else. With a dominant market share and a wider selection of quality secondhand golf clubs than our competitors, we make it easy for you to enjoy the game with affordable, top-quality equipment. Join us at golfpartnerusa.com and discover why we're the trusted choice for golf lovers worldwide. That's GOLFPARTNERUSA.com. Golf Partner.
Since 2003, Bluehost has been empowering people to harness their brands online with innovative web hosting solutions. Trusted by over 2 million users, we're the longest-running WordPress.org recommended host. With Bluehost, you get a safer, better web experience, supported by the world's most popular site builder, and backed by our commitment to open-source projects. Visit Bluehost.com today and take your website to the next level.
Experience the future of secure private cloud storage with Internex. Protect your files with end-to-end encryption, ensuring your data stays private and accessible only to you. Enjoy seamless, fast storage without compromising security. Visit Internex.com today and take control of your digital life. That's INTERNXT.com today.
Be the best parent to the best S-Pup. For Kitty, we decode more than 100,000 data points, so you know what makes them walk, talk, and act like only they can. We provide the best care and make smart health decisions now and forever. Plan better, care smarter, love longer. Wisdom Panel, your world's leading pet DNA service.
Visit roguemediamusic.com for more music.
It is Monday. It is Memorial Day. We're live at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill downtown. It's a rainy kind of day. The rain has stopped right now, but earlier this morning, man, I think it hit about 5 o'clock at my house. And rain should continue throughout the day and rain just about every day this week. Stormy Lee is our guest today, our musician. Over the weekend, I got back from our little mini vacation to Palm Springs. And I come back not only to some cookouts and some get-togethers with the family for Memorial Weekend, but also I guess you would call her my cousin-in-law, maybe. So it's my girlfriend, fiance, wife's sister's daughter. Does that sound right? Cousin-in-law?
Sure.
Something like that, I guess. Anyway, Beth Lippy. She graduated from big graduation from Live Oak, which is right down here, I think, downtown. But congratulations goes out to Beth. We had a big party for her with some great gifts, and she had a great time. Great food, too. Oh, my gosh. Her mom and dad, Isaac and Natalie, made some great burgers and things for us. Homemade ice cream. There's nothing better than homemade ice cream.
No.
Whew. Did you have a little get-together, Stormy, with anybody, cook up?
So, yeah, I cooked some backstrap up for my parents and went down there and we ate.
What's your favorite, when you get together and you're going to grill, what's your favorite? What do you like the most?
For me, I would say probably ribs.
Oh, gosh, me too.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. I love, now do you like dry rub, or do you have to put sauce, or
I like a little sauce on it, maybe like a little pineapple or type of sauce with a little kick to it.
Yeah.
A little sweet barbecue in the back.
I may have to have some ribs today somewhere.
Yeah, we actually just had ribs last weekend. It was good.
I remember, my dad was in the barbecue business, and I remember in high school going to work. After I was 16, I'd go work for him. And I thought, who in the world would eat ribs? And I just never would try them. I was just so anti-rib. And then later in life, I go, what was I missing out? And that was stupid of me. Ribs, those little baby back ribs. I mean, the beef ribs are good too, but man. Yeah, all right, Stormy, let's quit talking about eating because I'm getting hungry over here. And Kevin said the kitchen's closed right now at the backyard. So let's do another song for us. What do you have?
All right, this song's called Dream On. It's kind of about just my life growing up in Killeen, Topsy, and out here going to college for a short period of time out in Hillsboro. It's called Dream On.
Grew up
just a few blocks from the Santa Fe. Spent half my life in Topsy, hauling hay, hunting and fishing with my good friend cousin Scott, telling stories of ones that got away and the ones we shot. Now that times are hard, well, they sure are moving fast. I can't get to the country on a quarter tank of gas. Can somebody tell me when this time's quarter past so I can go out to my fishing hole, catch me some bass? Oh, well, I'm an American with the freedom to dream on. Long as there's a stage for this cowboy to sing on, I'll sing with my heroes if I had to sing along to an old vinyl record. Radio's dead and gone. I'm alive and free with that dream. Dream on. When I hit my teens, I was hitting home runs, playing baseball for the city. I was soaking up the sun. Glad I listened when they said these days would be the ones. Reminiscing hard times come. Finally finished high school, I went off in the fall to a college called Helen Hillsboro to play ball. My coach, he was so I didn't make it far, but I smoked a lot of them, and I learned to play guitar. Well, I'm an American with the freedom to dream on. Long as there's a stage for this hippie to sing on, I'll sing with my heroes if I had to sing along to an old vinyl record. Radio's dead and gone. I'm alive and free with that dream. Dream on. Now I'm 39, I feel barely alive. I still play guitar, but there's nowhere to play tonight. All the music's dying slowly, kinda like me. Well, I'm falling so slow, I swear I could fly, you see. Thought when times were hard, well, the music helped us pass. Guess I'll go out to my fishing hole, catch me some bass. Oh, well, I'm an American with the freedom to dream on. Long as there's a stage for this cowboy to sing on, I'll sing with my heroes if I had to sing along to an old vinyl record. Radio's dead and gone. I'm alive and free with that dream. Dream on. Thank you.
Stormy Lee, right there from down around Killeen and Cossie and
Topsy.
I'm sorry, Topsy. I've driven through Topsy a few times.
I've driven Tipsy a few. No,
not Tipsy, Topsy.
Man, Stormy, what a perfect name for a day, right,
I
brother?
know, that's what we said. Couldn't have lined it up any better.
Dang, that's crazy.
Stormy on a stormy day.
That's right, Stormy Monday.
Brian is here. We were talking about Brian earlier. You must have, your ears were burning. But Brian just got back from a back-to-backer cruise line. How was the cruise?
It was great. We actually had some of the same stops, but Cozumel, Costa Maya, and Roatan. But, man, the weather was great, very relaxing. And we had a little downtime in Galveston, so we did the Moody Gardens and the pier, all the stuff. But it was great. Great time.
Yeah. Your typical tourist stuff.
Typical tourist stuff, yes.
You know, did you always like taking pictures? Are you a picture taker?
No, generally the wife is, but all her social media has been hijacked, so so she doesn't have any social media now.
Is she going through withdrawals and all that like crazy?
Crazy, yeah. She works in a cubicle, so in the little bitty office, so she's like, outside world, what's going on?
I think some guy named Chris Cox hijacked it, has taken over.
Right.
I'm taking over the world. I wish I knew how to do that. I can barely get in and...
Man, I'd want a different world than this one. I'd want one from quite a few years back.
Ooh. So I mentioned your cruise. You had a good time there, but also I mentioned get ready because May 31st is the big anniversary.
We're in that week now. Is this Saturday? That's correct. It's crazy that it's been that long.
30 years.
30 years.
What were you, 4?
Yeah, 4. Yeah.
4 years old. It's amazing to learn how to play the bongos and sing at age 4.
Yeah, no kidding.
I remember as a kid, I had a set of bongos.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the cool thing, and so I had bongos.
I've already had people asking if I'm going to bring the legs back. One of them was hanging up in here. I don't know where it is now. But
oh, yeah?
I used to have the legs that hung off of them and would do little kick dances I was playing them. I had to track them down.
How many, do you got some of the original guys back with you?
Yeah,
or?
so we did kind of the full-fledged recreation of the chronological deal for the 25th anniversary. But this time, there'll be a lot of folks showing up. Some of my old horn players, Jeremy, my original guitar player, my old bass player, just whoever's available. Because, it's funny, big bands do a farewell tour. We got one date, so trying to get everybody on the same page is tough. A lot of people on vacations.
We've been trying to get rid of Sloppy Joe for 30 years, and they keep doing these farewell things,
Yep, we're like a bad rash.
I saw the other day my friend Mary Frost posted about her brother played bass or something with you guys.
He played bass with us. He absolutely did, yeah. We did a little reform in, probably 05, maybe somewhere around there, 03, 04, something like that. And Steve came aboard, and our guitar player was Bill Lewis, who we just lost recently, and then we added horns during that time. So it was kind of a revamp. And but yeah, Bill and Steve both no longer with us, but pivotal parts of our journey through the 30 years for sure.
A lot of people don't realize, but the original Brian passed away. This is the reincarnated backyard
the
Brian.
AI version.
This is the backyard Brian. There's a difference.
The wrinkles we'd be calling if it was an AI version, I guess.
All right, who else is coming up? What do we got?
You know what? This week is crazy full. We've got a jazz show this Tuesday.
What? A jazz
show?
Really?
Clark Noward and the gang will be out here tickling your ear, your stirrup and your I forget what the other parts of the ear are called.
The hell?
And then Wednesday, Zachary Hill's going to be doing a live broadcast here.
Right.
Thursday is the Parade of Homes. You might be familiar with that.
Yeah.
And pretty good band playing.
Yeah.
Same one that's playing Saturday night.
Yeah.
And then Friday night, we have the ultra-talented Mr. Trent Cowie returning to the stage. And then Saturday night is our big shindig for our 30th anniversary. With every paid entrance, you get we're going to have a QR code where you can get our CD from the year 2000 because it's the 25th anniversary of that. I'll be selling some T-shirts and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's going to be a fun night.
Buy 2 Sloppy Joe sandwiches, get a half off the next one.
I have talked to Diane. We're going to serve some Sloppy Joe sandwiches. We did that. Okay, so we did that on our first gig at Scruffy Murphy's.
Yeah.
Bad idea. We pitched them out to the crowd. And
you were throwing them out.
They went out in saran wrap, and they came back as loose meat sandwiches with no wrapping. It was
those young people and shots and sloppy joes just don't go well together.
Yes, exactly.
Whew.
Some things never change.
All right, Brian, don't forget, coming up Saturday night, I'll be here. I'm going to be here.
Yes, you are.
I will be here.
Hope you're emceeing so I can sing that night.
I want to be the one that ladies and gentlemen.
After 30 years. 400 walkers, 300 crutches, 27 divorces.
That's right.
Joe Band.
And get ready, because you've heard of the Sphere in Vegas. Now you've got bum, bum, bum.
Then you'll introduce us, and then it takes us so long to get on stage, you'll have to do it again.
I hate that. Out of all the years I've done their gigs and stuff, don't you hate that? You go up there, and they'll go, just do kind of hey, they're coming up. And you get up there, and you go, okay, they're coming up. And then the crowd's going, ha, ha, ha. And then it goes dead. And then the drummer walks out.
Bass player's dropping the deuce. Give it, stall.
Yeah, stall just a little bit. But I always thought, the perfect thing is when the guy who intros, says, ladies and gentlemen, get crazy. And right then the drummer should start knocking it out, and the guitar player, and then boom.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, they never asked.
We ran things,
But we're going to make it happen Saturday night.
Yes.
Going to make it happen. Okay. Coming up this Saturday night here at Backyard, the 30th anniversary of somewhat kind of based their group after New Kids on the Block, I believe.
They were huge.
Or Menudo. What is it? Wasn't that the name of it? Menudo? Or is that something you eat?
Menudo, yeah, that was, something. That is.
Anyway. All right, hey, we got Stormy Lee on stage here at the Backyard Inside, and he's going to do another song for us right now.
All right. This song's called Hope You're Missing Me. This is a song about going down to the coast with all the guys and leaving the old lady behind. And you're hoping she's missing you. And in this case, back in the day, she was not. But it's all right. All worked out. We went down to the coast the other day. First time I laid my eyes on the Corpus Christi Bay. Moonlight was shining off the waves rolling in. I could have swore I died and gone to heaven. We sang Corpus Christi Bay all the way for San Antonio. That morning went down to the beach, stared out to sea and got stoned. And even if I swam as far as I could see, I'd still be missing you, hoping you're missing me. Trucks loaded down, destination Port A. Later on the night we'll see Tommy Iverson play. Drink some margaritas, couple shots of Patron. Seemed like we sang and danced all night long. We sang Una Masa Cerveza por favor. Seemed like all night all we needed was just one more. And even if I was as drunk as I could be, I'd still be missing you, hoping you're missing me. Guess it's time to pack up our bags, head on down to the lives that we had. I'm gonna miss the time spent there on the coast. Right now I think I'm missing you the most. And we sang somebody take me home. Seemed like we took that never-ending road. And I guess soon I will get to see I've been missing you, hoping you're missing me. Thank you.
Stormy Lee this morning, our musical guest here at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. Hey, if you want to be on the show and sing some originals or covers, whatever you want to do, and you want to come in, and it doesn't matter what genre of music, I just love that word, genre. It can be country, it can be classic rock, it could be pop, it could be Christian, whatever you want it to be. We'd love to have you on the show. All you got to do is just reach out to me. There's dozens of ways. You can scroll across the bottom. You can make comments, can't you, Kevin? Johnny O'Neill is watching right now from Warrenton, Missouri. Let's give a shout out. Let's give a sound effect for Johnny this morning here. Is that a jet? It's flying over. I'm leaving on a jet plane. So thanks to, and David is watching this morning. Thank you so very much. But anyway, back to the deal. If you want to be on the show and sing some songs, it's about 4 or 5 acoustic songs. And it doesn't have to be just you. You can bring another guitar player. We've had 2 or 3 guitar players. We had a young lady bring a bass acoustic guitar and play. And why is it when people talk about guitars, they always go like this? I don't know. And then we had a couple of guys that brought is it called cajon? Cajon, the beatbox, I call it, come in. So anyway, if you'd like to be on the show, reach out to me. I'm right now scheduling up until probably mid-late June. We got some great singers coming on the show. Tomorrow is going to be Monty Rose. Monty Rose will be on tomorrow in the 9 o'clock hour. More music from Stormy coming up. But right now, let's do some birthdays. I got some local birthdays. Happy birthday goes out to Sandy Moore. Meredith Boozer having a birthday today. Crystal Jones, happy birthday to you. Chad Sorter, happy birthday. Robert Anderson. Kelly Branch, happy birthday. Jean Boucher, could be Bochi, but I'm going to go with Boucher. Matt Shoesmith. Casey Turnmeyer is having a birthday. Mary Wolf, happy birthday to you. And yesterday, Vicki Griffin. I missed that one. I missed some yesterday because it was Sunday. But anyway, happy birthday. It's your day on this Memorial Day. Remember to fly your flag and remember the true meaning of Memorial Day. It's not Veterans Day. It's Memorial Day. Remember those that made the ultimate sacrifice, gave their life for our nation in battle in one of the wars, Civil War, World War I, World War II, Korean conflict, Vietnam War, Afghanistan, Iraq, whatever it might be, just remember to remember those that made the ultimate sacrifice today. All right? We're going to take a short break. Come back, more music. Stormy Lee live from the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. Big thanks to Weichert Realtors, the Eastland Group. Doug Eastland, the crew with Weichert, they're our title sponsor. And also my friends at Be Kind Coffee on Washington Avenue. Get a cup of Joe. Get you a homemade bagel over at Be Kind Coffee. Mike's Car Care Center on Sanger Avenue and Jack of All Trades. If you need a J-O-B, call J-O-A-T. We'll be right back.
Apollo Neuro is a new kind of wearable that helps your body recover from stress. It's like a wearable hug for your nervous system that helps you calm down and feel better. The Apollo wearable will send gentle vibrations to your body, like a song you can feel instead of hear. You feel better. You sleep better. And you can get back to being yourself. Learn more at apolloneuro.com.
When you learn a language with Babbel, you start a journey that takes you further and further. Anytime and anywhere you wish. It's easy and fun. Broadens your horizons and keeps your brain fit. A journey into new thoughts, new cultures, new adventures. So what are you waiting for? Start your journey with Babbel now. Go to babbel.com or download the app.
BadCreditLoans.com is a pioneering service provider that has carved a reputation in the financial industry for its dedication to helping individuals with bad credit secure loans. By making timely repayments, borrowers can gradually repair their credit history, thereby increasing their chances of securing better loan terms in the future. BadCreditLoans.com serves as a beacon of hope for those with bad credit. Simple, fast, and reliable loan application process. And its commitment to responsible borrowing makes it a trusted partner in the journey towards financial stability.
Did
Did you know nearly all stock price changes of 10% or more result from a single news headline? These news catalysts create trading opportunities every day. All you need is a little help to reach out and take them. It doesn't matter if your investment budget is small or big. All you need is Benzinga Pro and its powerful news alerts, price tracking, and portfolio monitoring. Subscribe now, and we'll skyrocket your portfolio today.
OsleyMD.com. I've always had thin hair my whole life. It breaks off at a certain length. In the last 6 months, I've noticed it just really bad. I mean, you could totally see it. I wear a hat a lot. I tried several different products. My experience with the Bosley MD hair regrowth kit was amazing. It was easy to use. It let me take off my hat. I could go in public and have my picture taken and feel normal again. OsleyMD.com.
I don't know, if Bubble wasn't here, I don't know what people would be doing, like making PowerPoints or something. Bubble allows you to make it real and for it to actually work. So I feel like Bubble bridges that gap and being able to give people the opportunity to make their ideas come to life really quickly too. I love that I can sit down and build something the way that I think it should be built and have the control over it.
Bubble turns ideas into fully scalable apps. Try Bubble today.
Hi, I'm Jo from Face Theory. You're going to want to have a specific goal for your skincare routine. What do you want to achieve? Active ingredients are really strong, and if you're using too many at once, your skin can get overwhelmed. Don't overspend on products. Choose products that have scientific research behind them. At Face Theory, if you're not happy with a product, just say so, just give us a shout and we'll give you your money back, no problem.
I know you're gonna love this Kodak Dot Plus printer. You guys just connect it to your smartphone and then you're gonna use the Kodak Photo Print app. It's going to print you a 4x6 photo. I am just in awe. I love how these turned out. Also, the printer comes with a free cartridge of 10 photo sheets. I can assure you, you are going to love this printer as much as my family has. You guys have to check it out for yourself.
Hi, my name's Erica and today I'm going to be taking you through my skincare routine using the Tasmanian Spring Water range from Sand and Sky. This range is really good for dry and dehydrated skin like myself. It's packed with 2 types of hyaluronic acid and fermented sea kelp to reduce redness and irritation, which I experience daily. So that's it. It's so quick and so easy, and my skin feels so dewy and so hydrated.
I am not a crook. Got me on Richard Nixon. Tricky Dick. I remember I was a senior, I believe, in high school, and Tricky Dick was about to go through Watergate and all that. And I wrote a big paper because actually Nixon did some good things. He is the one that opened up the whole trade thing and got the ball rolling between China, and he was the first president, I believe, to ever go to China. Anyway, long story short, Tricky Dick Nixon. Stormy is here with us right now, and he had a rainy, wet drive-in this morning. Looks like about a 50% chance of rain throughout the day, depending on where you are. It could be 100%, but just be careful out and about on this Memorial Day. Fly your flag if you can, and remember those that made the ultimate sacrifice for our nation here. All right, Stormy, let's get back to some music here. Okay. By the way, are you a sports fan?
Yeah.
What's your team?
Well, Dallas Rangers. I don't really watch basketball anymore.
Yeah.
But used to be the Mavericks.
Normally, about this time of the morning, we check in with either Pete or Zach or Scotty, and they talk about their show. But they are taking the day off today. Why would you do that? Just you think sports stop? Hell no, they don't.
Nope, they never do.
They never. Yeah. But I know one thing that Stormy said to me, says, I know y'all know this, But when y'all do sports, it echoes, not my part, but his part, right?
Right.
And we can't figure it out. We have got some great minds and Kevin working on this, but for some reason, when we hear it in our headphones here live, it doesn't echo. When you play it back a week from now, it doesn't echo. But when you're listening or watching live, it echoes from your home. And my girlfriend Andrea has been telling us that forever. And yes, we're trying to figure it out. And we can't figure it. So if you'd like to contribute to finding out what the problem is, send your reply to P.O. Box 57. Anyway, act now. Operators are standing by. Kevin will take your phone call and talk to you. All right, Stormy Lee is up here. Stormy, do you have any answers why it's echoing?
I don't.
I mean, you're a sound guy. You play music.
I have no idea. I stay out of that type of. I've ran sound before, but that's a whole nother step.
Yeah,
that live stuff.
The only thing being in radio is because you can't have a monitor because you get feedback. That's why we wore headphones in radio. And the only thing I can think is that in that studio or wherever they do it, they've got to have some kind of a playback monitor that's turned up. I don't know.
That's probably it.
I don't know. All right, let's get back to some live music. Stormy Lee, what do you have for us this time, buddy?
So I'm going to play a song called Playing for the Money. This goes out to all the musicians trying to make it. So this is back when I used to play for the money, and now I don't. I got a totally different mindset nowadays. He works behind the bars, baby, got shipped far away. He works behind the bars, baby, got shipped far away. His band plays here on Friday night. They've been paying their due and getting real tight. I wonder when it's all gonna pay a little more than minimum wage. He works behind the bars, baby, lives so far away. He works behind the bars, baby, lives so far away. Talks to her days and nights on the phone. He says, baby, daddy's gonna bring you home. The music's so loud, money's so slow. When you're broke as a joke, boy, it ain't funny. You roll your last smoke, you're all out of money, and them bills are due, and them skies are black. You sing the blues, a monkey on your back, and everyone figures you're doing fine. You play that guitar under the neon sign. No one sees the stage and thinks minimum wage. Nobody knows it ain't funny when you're playing for the money. He smokes a little bit, he smokes a little bit, hey. Smokes a little bit, he says a little bit, hey. Plays guitar whenever he can. In between that and that contraband, he'll have a little green to blow. The money's always slow. When you're broke as a joke, boy, it ain't funny. You roll your last smoke, you're all out of money, and them bills are due, and them skies are black. You sing the blues, a monkey on your back, and everyone figures you're doing fine. You play that guitar under the neon sign. No one sees the stage and thinks minimum wage. Nobody knows it ain't funny when you're playing for the money. Oh, for the money. I work 40 hours, I work 40 hours, hey. I work 40 hours, I work 40 hours, hey. I play guitar until 2 a.m. I'm back up with that sun again. I play guitar until 2 a.m. I don't wanna get up with that sun again. When you're broke as a joke, boy, it ain't funny. You roll your last smoke, you're all out of money, and them bills are due, and them skies are black. You sing the blues, a monkey on your back, and everyone figures you're doing fine. You play that guitar under the Christmas lights. No one sees the stage and thinks minimum wage. Nobody knows it ain't funny when you're playing for the money. Oh, for the money. Oh, I played for the money. Thank you.
Were you ever a Duck Dynasty fan?
Yeah, I'm a duck hunter, but yeah.
He, Phil, the patriarch, passed away 79 years old.
Yep.
I bet he lived a crazy life.
Probably a heck of a ride.
Here's the question that's on everybody's mind, including Kevin's. Is Stormy your real first name?
Yes.
Wow. Any background on that? How did your parents come up with that?
Yeah, so it did rain a couple inches that day, but that's not the reason. So my great-grandparents' last name is Storm, and that's where it actually originates from. So if you've ever heard of, like, Storm's Burgers.
Yeah.
So that's, like, my grandma's sister's side of the family that runs Storms. Yep, we used to spring hoe in Lampasas. We'd go to the spring hoe parade, and she lived like kind of like catty corner from Storms, and we would watch the parade go by, and we'd go to Storms, and we did that for a long time. She was 90 years old, still climbing mountains.
Really?
Yeah, pretty impressive.
Yeah, I remember many times Jim and I going over to broadcast or hang out or MC something over at Spring Hoe and Lampasas is a beautiful town.
It is.
All those people are great people over there. A good time. Okay, so we found out about the name. Do you have any gigs coming up that you might want to push?
Yes, I'm playing June 9th at Scores in Belton.
Oh, I love that place.
Yeah, it's a really good atmosphere. It's outside. Hopefully it's good weather. We'll see. It's getting hot.
I love it. Yeah, Scores is a fun place. Right there on the water, on the river.
Yep.
Nice place. What's the date again?
June 9th, which is a Friday. It's 7 to 10, I believe.
Okay. All right. Make sure you go see Stormy. Coming up again tomorrow, Monty Rose will be here at 9 o'clock with more great music. Hopefully it won't be raining as hard, but there is rain forecast for the rest of the week. Today, Memorial Day. Fly your flag if you can, and remember not only those that gave their lives in battle, but also the Gold Star families, the families that lost someone, a husband, a mother, a brother, whatever it might be. Remember that today on this Memorial Day. Miss you, Jim. Stormy's going to play one last song. He's going to take us out with a song today. Stormy, thank you so very much for making the drive up. And you're a very talented guy, and I appreciate you, and you're welcome to come back anytime.
I appreciate y'all.
What are you going to close it out with?
So, I'm trying to decide if I want to go one. It's going to be one way or the other. I think I'm going to play a song called Whiskey Drinking World. I'm sending this out to my buddy Oscar.
I like it.
This is kind of a song. It's just got some humor in it. It's a fun song. Obviously, it's a drinking song. Night's gonna be alright, we got whiskey even if it's 34 below. Whiskey warms my soul, seems to get me feeling like there's some things I know. Like one day I'll find me a woman, and I'll be her guitar picking man. I'll go to work for weeks, I won't ever get no sleep. Come home drunk and she'd understand. There'd be hot meals, not no preheated. Like the BS these days I've been seeing. Young girls try to pull my mama, didn't raise no fool. Get out the grease in that frying pan. But this whiskey drinking got me wishful thinking, daydreams all it is, I'm sure. I ain't got no band, I ain't got no girl, living in that whiskey drinking world. Got a friend named Oscar and he said, if I bet I put it all on you. He smokes cigarettes with his right and his left, sitting right here and he's drinking whiskey too. So where does that get me? I say nowhere. And on second thought, do I even care? Only time will tell if I'm gone, heaven or hell, if I'm leaving at 7 or at 12. But this whiskey drinking got me wishful thinking, daydreams all it is, I'm sure. I ain't got no band, I ain't got no girl, living in that whiskey drinking world. Oh yeah. Whiskey drinking got me wishful thinking, daydreams all it is, I'm sure. I ain't got no band, I ain't got no girl, living in that whiskey, living in that whiskey, living in that whiskey drinking world. Thank you.
Keep the music playing.